In this tutorial, we'll be walking through staff communications across multiple locations. Now, the nice thing about this feature is that you can consolidate all of your messaging inside of Nomly instead of using an external application platform like Slack. So let's start by going to Staff, Staff Management, and this is where you can clearly see you have a list of staff members, and in the location column, you can clearly see which location the staff member resides. And the way you designate that is by when you go to Add Staff right here in the primary location dropdown, you choose which location that staff member belongs to. And so now if we go to staff messages, you can see here we have a list of all the staff members and different groups, and we'll explain those in a second here. But first I want to point out this filter right here. If you choose any one of these checkboxes here, you can isolate the view on what you see to simplify things if you so choose. But for now we're going to leave everything unchecked so we can see everything. Let me just twirl these up and we'll work from the top down. Okay, so if we start in the all staff, you have an all staff group designated by this group icon right here. And now if I send a message out, what will happen is this message will go out to all staff members at all locations. You can see the message bubble here, and each staff member will get a notification bell so they know to go in and read this message right here. And also if I go back in history, I can place comments. This is what a comment will look like. And so anyone on the staff can reply back, or they can go back in history and comment by just doing this here. Add comment. And then everyone will get a notification bell that a comment has been placed. A couple of other cool things to add here. You can do attachments. You can add voice recordings. You can schedule them for later. You can save them. And also these tabs right here will show you which messages have been commented on, and this will show you your list of scheduled messages to go out. And so popping back over here, multi-location groups. These groups contain members, staff members, that are parts of different locations. So you can have a staff member in location 1 and a staff member in location 2 and consolidate them into a group here to communicate with them. Down here, you have your individual locations. You have FIDI, Mission, and Hayes. So if I expand FIDI, you can see I have all the individual. This is the icon for an individual staff member, so I can go ahead and text message Brandon if I so choose. And down here we have our groups, and so these groups contain staff members that only belong to the FIDI location, as opposed to spanning multiple locations up here in the multi-location groups. And so now if we pop over to staff groups, this is where you actually create, design, and manage your groups. And so here you can see we have a list of groups that have already been created. If I go to the hello staff right here for the mission location and I pop in there, I can see that Dan and Garrett are part of that group right here, but I can also update and manage the staff members that belong to that group if I so choose. And in this multiple location group, you can see here clearly that I have members that are part of multiple locations. Brian, Scott, Dan, and Jacob, they're parts of multiple locations, and so I can edit that as well. Now the nice feature that we have is staff announcements. So if you want to go in and add an announcement here and you go to edit it, you can update and notify staff anytime this message board has been updated. And also staff text templates. If you have repeated messages that go out, this is where you can manage and design and edit your text templates. So when you go to message someone, you can choose a template from there. And that about wraps it up. Hope you enjoy staff communications across multiple locations. Thank you.